Okay, so the last little bit of notes we're going to do, we're only going to do a couple of these, is about distributing or distribution. So when an expression requires us to use the distributive property and combine like terms to simplify, we distribute, which means to multiply first, then combine like terms. So hopefully you remember that parentheses mean to multiply, so distributing means to multiply. So we're only going to do number 1 and 4, and then we'll go over the rest of these in class tomorrow. So you don't need to do these on your own. We'll go over them tomorrow. So we're going to start number 1. So we have -3 times, in parentheses, x plus 4, and then close parentheses, plus 5. So basically what that means is we're distributing -3 to both pieces inside that parentheses, to the x and the +4. So what we generally, you'll see us do is we will draw these little lines from the -3 to the x. So we are multiplying. -3 times x would be -3x. And then we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to do -3 times +4. A negative times a positive is a negative, so that would be -12. And we stop distributing right there because our parentheses end. So then we just have +5 still on the end. So now this goes back to our previous examples where you're just combining like terms. So all we're looking for are what things are like that we can put together. So if we're talking about variables, we only have a -3x. We don't have an x with the -12 and an x with the 5. So we're just going to leave that as -3x. And then we do have like terms with the -12 and the +5. So basically we just combine those. Those are both constants. -12, again, make sure you take that sign. -12 plus 5 would be -7. So that expression simplified would just be -3x minus 7. All right, and then we're going to skip over to number 4. And then again, we'll do the others tomorrow in class. So no need to do those on your own. So this one is very similar. We just have 2 sets of parentheses. So basically we're going to do distribution twice. So in the first set of parentheses, we're distributing a -5. So we're going to do -5 times 2y would be -10y. Then we do -5 times 4 is going to be -20. Right? And then we start our second parentheses where we're distributing. So this is a little bit tricky. So we have a 6 here that we're distributing, but right in front of that 6 is a minus. So technically that is a -6 that we're distributing. So we're taking both of those pieces and distributing it. So we have -6 times 3y is going to be -18y. And then again, -6 times -8. That's where people mess up. -6 times -8 is going to be +48. And then again, we just go back to our previous notes, but all we're doing is combining like terms. So we have y's that need to go together. So we have -10y and -18y. So we combine those. So that says -10 minus 18 is going to be -28y. And then we combine our constants, very similar. So we have a -20, that's a constant, plus 48 is going to be a +28. So that expression simplified is just -28y plus 28. So again, we'll do the others in class tomorrow. No need to go out and practice those on your own. We'll do them in class.